Okay, I get it. Some people don't like pots.
You don't have to like me, but I wish you would, because I'm a delight.
Ew.
Anyways, even if you don't like pots, please stop stealing content. I would love it if you guys would share pots' content. That helps tremendously. But taking our content and then re-uploading it goes way deeper than you think. It hurts everyone. The content creator, the person who stole the actual content, and if you are an interactivist, the babies get hurt from this. So this is not just about pots. So here is why it's always better to repost and share content than steal or re-upload it without credit. So the first one is, if you are the person taking the content, is that it hurts you, the content thief. Because one, your respect and credibility gets hurt. When you repost or share properly, you respect the creator's work, right? That's good. But when you steal content, that makes you look dishonest, and audiences will eventually notice. People trust authentic content way more than people who try to copycat and copy them. And the brand of interactivist companies, whatever, can hurt from it severely. There was one group that was taking our stuff recently and also constantly, and now they gave us credit. But let me tell you, a lot of pressure was applied by POTS fans, and the harm they did to their own brand was significant. People value when you share good content and acknowledge the source. It shows you know how to find quality work and that you're in tune, especially with the interactivist movement. That's one of the reasons why lots of people like POTS, is because, well, we know what's going on in the interactivist movement. So stealing content just hurts the person stealing the content and their group as well, because POTS isn't exactly a tiny interactivist organization anymore. We are growing pretty quickly. Now, number two of who's getting hurt is that you're not just stealing credit, but you're also stealing reach. And reach equals saving money and babies. POTS is putting thousands of dollars behind this campaign. Some of this is coming out of the POTS' personal bank account, and others are coming from donors. When people like and share our posts, the algorithm pushes it further, so we get our money's worth. We on average reach about 8,000 people per post on X when we pay for it. Now, when an interactivist just takes it, you slow down the momentum POTS was getting initially, which equals to less reach and less knowledge reaching the parents. And no interactivist group gets anywhere close to 8,000 views per post on X. You can go ahead and check. And if we all worked together, I'm sure we could up those 8,000 views to 10,000 plus views consistently. If you share a POTS post, even to a friend on your cell phone, if you share it versus screenshotting it, it's still going to let the algorithm think and know, oh wow, this is picking up traction. Let's push this out to more people. People are sharing it. So whenever people steal it by screenshotting it or whatever, the algorithm is not going to process that. And we're really trying to go ahead and reach as many people as we can with this cyber protesting campaign. Now, finally, it hurts others. So whenever an interactivist goes ahead and they just go ahead and steal content, it essentially shuts doors to collaborations. Because when creators give credit to the original content creators, you open doors to collaborations, shoutouts, and partnerships. But stealing content burns those bridges. Creators will see you as competition instead of an ally, and theft of content creators is a great way to make them your enemy, which a lot of people hate it when the interactivism movement infights, but that's just a real quick way to fuel those flames, and we all know that POTS is definitely not afraid of calling people out. Also, you don't just hurt POTS, but Hoodie by Nature, Circumcision Law Reform, Breaking the Cut, and many other groups that have helped POTS, because we give them credit every news cycle. So the more people that like POTS's content and subscribe and follow to us will eventually find other groups. But if you just take our content, what? You're going to get maybe 200 views. If you're bigger, maybe 1,000 views. And another person that this hurts in this stealing of content is the viewers. Viewers don't like feeling tricked. If they find out that you stole content, they'll disengage. So in a way, this also hurts the viewers. Like, nobody likes to feel tricked. So guys, I know it's not everyone, and I know it's a very few people that do this, but I will say you guys have been doing awesome sharing our content. Thank you for sharing. Keep that up. That definitely helps. But people who are just snagging content from pots, the only thing you're really doing is just satisfying your own selfishness. And this goes for any Intactivist group. I wouldn't want to steal any Intactivist organization's content because it goes way deeper than just a poster, a meme, or a quote, or just a post. Keep that in mind, guys. Speaking of the cyber protesting campaign, big update. We are working with ad specialists, so we are going to pause it. We're going to pause the cyber protesting campaign because hopefully we'll get amazing ad credits and promotions. I don't want to tell you what kind of promotions we're going to get, but they're pretty substantial. So anyways, guys, with that said, I'll keep you guys updated on that later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.